comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
People aren't genetic anomalies. People are people.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Sunshine and Smiles is a support network for children and young people and adults now who have Down syndrome in Leeds. We set up in 2011 as a very small parent-led group who had babies at that time. So we started with 6 families. We now support over 140. Sometimes it's really hard for people to access what's classed as a mainstream activity because it's too fast, it's too noisy. Children are expected to just be able to walk into that situation and understand what's going on and be able to take part. And actually for people with Down syndrome, that's really, really difficult. So our classes are really structured around repetition and routine, and hopefully that gives confidence then for people to go out and try things in their local communities.
Through the Sunshine and Smile swimming, with the lesson she was getting there as well, with how to kick her legs and move her hands, suddenly she just started walking.
Something we feel is really important, that our sessions are free because that makes it inclusive and accessible for everybody. If people need transport and they wouldn't get here without it, we can help with that. If people need an interpreter because English isn't their first language. One of the core things that we offer families is speech and language therapy, which is crucial for children with Down syndrome.
Are you going to Meadowhall, or have you already been?
I am going to Henshaw's.
Right. Name is
Sitting.
Who is doing good sitting?
Me.
You are doing good sitting. Is Daddy doing good sitting?
Yeah.
Don't ask that question here. This is my only fear. Baby, come.
And it means things like when I come home from work, she'll come up to the window and she'll be signing, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy."
Yeah.
And I can see the excitement and I can see that she knows who I am. And it's just wonderful. And without lessons in sign language that Sunshine and Smile provides, everything that I've just said we might not know.
What's really important is just sharing experience. We now run a cafe and a shop, 21 Co in Headingley.
I used to think maybe you loved me. Now, baby, I'm sure.
It's about people being able to be included in society, people being able to have a job, to go to school, to take part. We are all different, but we are all equal, and we should all be able to have the same opportunities.
Here comes the sun.
But then what was difficult is when we left hospital was other people's reactions. The Sunshine and Smile, when we went there, it was just like, you said community, and it's so right.
I see stars in your eyes, we're halfway there.
It's about raising aspiration and belief. We do some work in schools. We go and talk to midwives, thinking about language.
When we first had Amelia, we didn't know that she had Down syndrome. And they're like babies, like you don't even think that far ahead and they're already telling you they may not reach adulthood, you know?
They then spoke about all the complications that there can be. At no point talked about all the positives. You know, she's a wonderful part of a happy family, you know?
'Cause we are just ourselves. I could use some help.
The things that we do cost money, and we apply for specific grants and funding. Lots of people do amazing fundraising activities. We're always looking at ways of linking with other organisations to be maybe Charity of the Year. It's not just about us asking people to raise money for us, but it's about creating a partnership. So we've got lots of volunteering opportunities, we do fundraising. It's also about raising awareness. As part of the cafe project, one of our big next steps is, well, what next?
Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Here comes the sun.